and foremost, we gonna give all praises, glory, and honor be unto
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem will come with us.
double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word, truth, sincerity, and indeed. God damn. Hey, the Great Millstone Chicago camp coming at you with some New Year's Eve rebuke. All right? Whoever got something, let it ride.
Jeremiah 28.
Yep. Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Go ahead.
All right, so hey, as it was before, as it is now, man, we out here letting y'all know what time it is, man. This place to get turned up, man. All right, it's going down. Hey, y'all about to go out here and go celebrate this bitch ass so-called New Year's. You don't even know what's coming at the midnight, right? So y'all, just when y'all think y'all having peace and safety, man, y'all gonna get fucked up, man. And we've been telling y'all day in, day out, every fucking week we letting y'all know what time it is, and y'all just gonna go to and from the earth doing your own shit, man. All right. So when things go weak,
Just to say,
keep doing your shit.
Just to say also, our people don't know what time they're living in. You know, they out there having a good time, or so-called good time. You know, celebrating so-called New Year's. You know, and, so I'm gonna get this. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 3:1. It says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven." It says, verse 2, "A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted." Verse 3, "A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up." Verse 4, "A time to weep and a time to laugh and a time to mourn and a time to dance." Right, that's the spirit of our people right now. 2/3 of our people, that is. You know, they're in that mirth spirit. You know, and it says, it's I'm gonna jump down. It says, Salakia. Verse 8, it says, "A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace." And right, and that's what time we're living in right now, a time of war. Right. You know, things are escalating. Judgment is going to come down on a much higher scale compared to this year, where we're seeing massive amount of judgment. As you know, days go by, we're going to see more judgment increase in the earth.
Yeah, this ain't no time of peace, man.
Yep.
Y'all got it in y'all spirit to just be on having mirth, trying to bring back whatever good times y'all got, man. And that's not where it's at. The scripture says this is supposed to be a time of mourning. You should have a spirit of mourning right now. All right, so that's why we out here. We out here crying and sighing right now, so later we can have joy and rejoice. While y'all doing the complete opposite. Y'all are here having a good time, trying to revive this place, keep this place going. When this place is meant to not be healed, man. It's meant to go down. All right.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna be the ones sighing and crying later.
Because it was a perfect point that the brother brought up. Because hey, we supposed to be sighing and crying for these bullshit holidays. You know, all this. We under Esau captivity, man. Jake should be vexed with this place. But Jake's joining hand in hand with the wicked, man. This Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. "And Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem." Yeah, so he going through you Jakes, man. The Lord say he gonna search the try after reins, man. He searched the earth with candles, man. Roughly paraphrasing, The Lord trying to see, hey, who with him? And and who on the other side, man. The Lord drawing that line in the sand, man. It says, "And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof." Yeah, sighing and crying. Hey, this is not even the new year. It's the middle of winter, man. Right. Sighing and crying, man. Fuck this place, man. Fuck Esau's all ways, man. This verse 5. "And to the others he said in my hearing," yeah. So those that's down with this place, man. You going along, you finna New Year's Eve, your way to destruction, man. It says, "And to the others he said in my hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary." Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Yeah, man, so that just shows you, man, hey, if you're not signing and crying, if you're not signing crying against this place, man, which, hey, this is our confession, man. This is how we confess to Yahweh Shem Yahushua that we down with him, you know? If you're not signing crying against this place, man, openly, you know, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he said he's going to slay utterly old and young, man, both maid and little children, you know?
I got that scripture before that about the candle. This is the book of Zephaniah 1 and 12. It says, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, which is the representation of your mind, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
Hey, look, and that's the thing, because, hey, Jake out here think that Yahweh Shem Yahushua not doing anything, but newsflash, he already revealed his secret unto the prophets, man. Judgment is already going forth, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua already putting that prophet, that spirit of prophecy out there, man. You know, referring unto the second Esdras, I believe the 16th chapter, man, he say, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is doing good, man, and he's doing evil at the same time. He's doing everything, man. You know, and he didn't have to do nothing. All he had to do is give his signal, activate his men, you know.
Y'all holding something? Hey, if I may, hey, because the brother just read the scripture, you know, about how judgment gonna start at the house of the Most High, man. Hey, because a lot of our people, you know, they think that the Most High, well, they are taught in the Christian churches that, you know, basically that they're gonna be saved, you know, by being dipped in that water and stuff. Hey, but the Heavenly Father, it's about righteousness and wickedness, man. You know, at the end of the day, it's just gonna be either you righteous or either you wicked, man. It says in 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17, says, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? See, these laws, statutes, commandments that are presented in this Bible are for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives to apply to your life, man. This is how we be saved out of this condition that we're in, man. It says, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? See, because the brother talked about the works and how the brothers are outside and crying right now, you know, for the abominations that are being done hereof. You know, hey, this is what we're doing to, you know, basically call upon the Heavenly Father and let them know that we are tired of this condition. See, 2/3 of our people are comfortable in the state that they're in, man.
I got no, real quick. I got it. I get to just get this because you brought out the Proverbs, just to twin to it. This, Peter, this Proverbs 11 and 31, it said, behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, much more the wicked and the sinner. You got it, brother.
That's right. See, hey, cause just like, man, like it says, man, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear, man? Hey, you have to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Like the scripture talk about, hey, the ones that crept up another way. Hey, there's only one way to enter into the kingdom of the Most High, man. And right now, all we got is these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. All we got is this brotherhood, man. That's it.
It's faith and works. When you go into the book of James and say faith without works is dead. When you go into second Esdras and they tell you, the 9th chapter, and it tells you about the calamities, it said those who were saved by their faith and by their works. But that goes into predestination because the Lord said it's not of him that will it, nor of him that run it. Now, a weirdo will read that and think it's a contradiction. No. Only those who are called are going to have the faith to understand what's going on when they see this. You know, even a dumb nigga will tell you we all see the same shit just through different eyes. We see the like the demise of this country. This is the erection and the exaltation of the nation of Israel. But it's the downfall of these niggas. So they in the mess. Hey, a nigga finna celebrate tonight because they think they finna get another year. Right. I'm gonna celebrate because I know you niggas are fucking finished.
That's right.
I know it.
They should be celebrating the destruction of their enemy.
Right.
They should be They should be glorifying in the downfall of this wicked place and all the calamities that are here and are gonna make themselves known here in Babylon. That's what they should be celebrating.
Yep.
Right? The fact that their enemies are gonna get what we got 1,000 times more.
That's right.
You know?
This is Ecclesiastes 7, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. A good name is better than precious ointment.
Right. So it says a good name is better than precious ointment. Didn't the Lord say that the names of the righteous shall be declared?
That's right.
You see? So that's what the Lord is looking for in these times, man. All right? Our name is very, very, very important, man. What we wake up to the truth and do and push. All right? Go ahead.
And the day of death than the day of one's birth.
Right. Keep going.
It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
Right, so you're gonna have all tonight. You're gonna have a lot of feasting. I was just in line, you know, Edomite woman was saying I'm cooking some buffalo chicken dip and it's always good. And I have other food and I have this. I have a whole feast prepared. I might be hungover in the morning, but I'm gonna get this food prepared. Why are they preparing this? To celebrate a pagan holiday, man. Okay, so it's better to be in the spirit that we're in, all right, that's contrary to it, than to be in the spirit of this shit. And that's what our people don't fucking understand, man. You keep celebrating these holidays in a reprobate spirit, man. You celebrate a country that continues to be established that at the same time treats you like shit, man. What are you celebrating? You're a reprobate, man, and our people got to get out of that mindset, man. Okay, keep going.
For that is the end of all men.
This is the end of all men. All this feasting, this birth, this joy, and what is it going to ultimately culminate into? A fiery destruction, man. Just like all the ancient kingdoms, Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, the older Babylon, the same thing. All this folly and lust and temptation and demons and all this stuff that's gonna come on tonight, man, it's gonna just end by the way of this place getting destroyed, man. And then you people gonna cry and mourn in that day, man, weeping and gnashing of teeth. So what are you people actually celebrating, man?
Right.
You don't know. You don't even know what these holidays go back to.
Right.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, you don't know what these things mean because you don't research shit, man. Especially our people, you got it, bro.
And niggas celebrate Juneteenth like they free.
Right.
I saw a nigga, a cat I know that actually had the audacity to say some Happy Kwanzaa.
Oh, goodness.
I was like, what? I ain't even heard niggas say that in years, man. He bringing shit back that's done died already.
I'm talking about that shit been gone.
You talking about some made up bullshit. Kwanzaa.
A white woman told me, she said, Merry Christmas. I said, I don't celebrate no damn Christmas. She said, well, Happy Kwanzaa. I said, oh my God, man. That shit dead, man. That shit through, man. That Dr. Umar ass shit. Go ahead, man.
And the living will lay it to his heart.
Right. So the living gonna lay it to his heart. It's supposed to be, we're dead in this world, but we're living through Yahweh Shai, right? So we're gonna lay this to our heart. What's going on in this world? What times we're living in? What spirit we're supposed to be in? Now, it's not to say you're not gonna have a balance of, you have your little folly times, you have your balance, you have your mirth, you can go with your woman, you might have a drink, all right, you might go do some extra curricular activities, but your whole mindset is to what? Get the fuck out of this place, man, because it's reprobate and it's degenerate. You see? Keep going, bro.
Sorrow is better than laughter.
Sorrow is better than laughter. Why is that? All right, look at our Lord. He was acquainted with grief. It tell you in the scriptures, man. All right, that's why he drank so much. That's why he ate. He would be considered a glutton. They called him that, man. You even have some brothers that they like to drink and eat a lot, and they're in a sorrowful mindset. But sometimes that's why they have comfort food. How was I dealt with that type of that spirit, man?
Some brothers be drinking and eating like they eating their last meal.
Right.
Same way the Lord did, man.
Right.
You have to understand, man. When you're talking about Yahweh Shai, you're talking about a man who was acquainted with grief, because he knew everything in all things. He even knew his end. He knew how he was going to be destroyed. At the same time, and then at the same time, he knows how his physical life was going to end, what he had to go through, while he was putting it on the line for a bunch of unappreciative ass, Israelites, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 18. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
Right.
Good precept, brother.
Yahweh Shai, man, the most wise spirit, which is really the first spirit created, man.
First of all things.
Acquainted with grief. Even when he died, the blood and the water came out, man, which is symbolic. You see? So our Lord, he wasn't really in what he had the graves at the age of 30.
Yeah, he's gone.
Completely depressed.
When he revealed himself,
yeah.
All right, the Lord was about 33 years old, something like that. And then at the revelation of Yahweh Shai, it said his hair was white. Right? His hair was white. And you shouldn't, it's not normal for you to be. There are some people who genetically that happens to. Their hair start turning white in their late 20s and 30s. But that's not a normal thing, though. Especially with Jake. real quick, I got a couple scriptures, then I'm gonna give it back to you, brothers. This is Lamentation, the 5th chapter, and it reads, "Remember, O Yahweh, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are widows. We have drunken our own water for money. Our wood is sold to us." So, if you think about it, the Lord said the earth was created for our sakes, but we have to buy clean water. We got to go buy furniture from woods from trees that really belong to us. Especially if you're part of the Israelites that was indigenous to this landmass. You know, as a matter of fact, if you're indigenous to this landmass, you should be able to just walk in the grocery store, load up your grocery cart, whatever you need, go to the store, get some clothes, be like, indigenous, just walk right on out.
Go to any hotel room.
You know, it's that real talk. That's how it should be. Okay? But we know we living in a place where people are completely unjust. It says our necks, and this is for all the tribes, our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. All right? We are given into the hand of the Egyptians and the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread, man. And we are given into their hands, and our work and labor has satisfied and did all this for them. And almost nothing for our own people. All right? Because they have this literally off our backs. Literally. All right? Off our land and our backs, man. How could you not want, payment to come back upon you? Why would you want this to go on?
Exactly. Hey, the elder had said they give us nothing. Hey, look, the only thing that they give you after all your labors and after they take all your tax is a little bread and a little bill money to pay them and keep building.
And they give you false made-up heritages that they want you to cling to.
Kwanzaa.
All right, like right now they got some step for Africa, as if stepping came out of Africa. All right, that was a Greek thing going back to Jakes back in the ancient time.
Right. Cute dog ass nigga.
Exactly. So that there were no Africans over there stepping. They ain't got that kind of rhythm.
Right.
That kind of sauce, man. You know, they just don't have it, man. Anybody that was doing that in Africa is because that was the Jakes that went there, man. All right, but see, they trying to sell that shit because they trying to push that blackness and that African shit because they don't want you to be, Israelites, man.
Right.
They don't want you to be who you are, man.
And that shit is over with, man.
And that shit is over with too. But still, that had nothing to do with Africa. And and your history, it starts before Africa.
Right.
You've had that white pastor, that one dude from England saying you got to go past Africa. You got to go past Africa. All right? The people that came over here in slave ships had a history that went beyond Africa.
Right.
They were refugees in Africa. That wasn't their home.
Truth.
You niggas in that take me to another land spirit, man.
Take me to another.
Soft ass nigga, man.
Arrested
That shit
Development
died in the
Act.
90s, man.
Yeah, well, our development was arrested.
Yes.
But the one that they cleaving to is a false one.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
And you notice when they were on that, when nobody bothered them, no one cared that you was walking around, talking about Egypt and shit.
Dashi.
But as soon as you start talking about Israel, they had a problem
That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
That's right.
because that's the real threat.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Ecclesiastes 7:3 from the top. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. All right, so it says the sorrow is better than laughter. That's the same spirit that we're in right now. We're in sorrow mode. All right, why? Because that's a prime example right there. If the camera pan around, check out the brother, man. Look at our people, man. We all jacked up, man. Physically, mentally, spiritually, we broken, man. Right? That's all we out here sighing and crying about the abominations that are done in the midst thereof.
That's right.
Hey, that's that. When when he had all those multitudes come to him, what did it say? It said he had compassion on the people.
Right.
Because he looked out at his people and saw the condition, man. Yes, he got mad at his people, But the multitudes, the great multitudes, he had compassion on them. Why? Because they was through.
Yeah.
As a people, we was through as a people even during the time when the Romans was ruling over us, man. How much more now?
Yeah, we've been through a long time, man. We've been on the
78
bottom in the mockery and the scoff, and it should make you angry that you got a group of people that try to take our suffrage and make it their own. You know, they run around talking about their issues, and no one has been mistreated no one in history. I saw a rabbi, you know, say that you shouldn't be comparing suffrages, but then in the same sentence turned around and said that the H thing that happened during World War II was the worst crime committed in the history of mankind.
You out your damn mind.
It's like,
man.
yeah, he is out of his goddamn mind.
You out your damn mind.
You know, almost 500 million natives died.
Yeah.
You know, they saying it's estimated that 300 million Negroes died on the way over here during that 400 plus year period.
Yeah.
All right? How are you going to compare that? You know, and we always say, man, as a matter of fact, when you think about it, in World War II, they're saying roughly that about 85 million people died during World War II. Okay? But for some strange reason, only 6 million mattered.
Right.
All right.
The other 79 million, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck the other 79 million people. Only this 6 million matter. No, fuck you.
Right.
All right?
Yep.
Because the real H word gonna come. Then you gonna have a problem.
That's right.
All right, so it says, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
Hey, and that's true as fuck.
Contrite.
What that nigga, damn, I was just holding that. Like, the sacrifices of the Lord are a broken spirit and a contrite heart,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
All right? Well, hey, man, what that nigga Andrew Tate say, in order to be a real man, you got to go through shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's where your value comes from, and you enduring suffering, man.
And that shit he went through is simply because he's pushing that masculine vibe back into the world, man. You know, and matter of fact, he's going even harder than Canada Samuels was, man.
Yeah.
It's like he picked up the mantle. You know, that's his gospel, the true toxic masculine
Right.
alpha male doctrine.
Right.
But
Bald
he pushing. Yeah, that nigga got a bald head.
That bald head.
But he pushing it hard though, and you know, and that little pitiful attempt that they just made. You know, you should have saw the amount of comments from women rejoicing.
Oh yeah.
And it's not even true, man. I knew it wasn't true. I was like, this shit got to be fake as hell, man.
Right.
You know, and it's because if it was true, they wouldn't have let him go, man.
Right. And that's real shit though, man. I just, you know, my sadness is the continent's made better, man. Hey, look, it is a good thing that the Lord separated you from your children. It is a good thing that the Lord had that wicked bitch break your fucking heart. It is a good thing you lost that job. It's a good thing you went broke. What that nigga Seneca say, he said, I count them unfortunate that has never known what it is to be unfortunate, man.
Exactly, man.
You'll never know what type of man you are if you don't go through some shit.
Hell, and that was the time I was making 6 figures and had all the bitches.
Still got
All right.
You still
don't see
Lieutenant Dan Taylor.
But the
What
point,
he say? You
but
still
the point being,
dead Taylor.
but the point being though is that the Lord brought me low, man, and I'm glad He did because I always make the joke that I've been in the damn Mercedes riding by with a big booty fake Jew bitch, talking about look at them niggas, baby.
Right.
You right? Right, riding by the camp talking shit, man, scoffing, and I'm glad that I'm not that dude.
That's right.
Right.
You know, I'm thankful that the Lord, you know, smacked me around and brought me low, man. All right, I'm thankful for that, man, because there's no better place to be. All right, than right here, right now with these Akim, man, pushing this word of Yahweh Bashem
right.
Shah.
Right.
All right, because our time is coming, man, and I can see it, I can taste it. All right, and guess what? The enemy can too, man. That's why they planning some serious shit for us, for Jake, and especially us. But the moment, but hey, bring it, man.
That's right.
That's right.
You know, you bring it. But the scriptures clearly say that as soon as you put your hand on us, the Lord that standard gonna get lifted
That's
up.
right.
All right, that standard gonna get lifted up. Everything else in the Bible has come true.
Yep.
Everything else in the Bible, all the prophecies are coming to pass, man.
Absolutely.
The Bible is the most accurate history book ever written.
That's right.
And it was telling you what's going to happen.
Future book.
It gave you accurate history, and it gives you accurate future history.
That's right.
That was that movie, Back to the Future, when he had the almanac.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
He's like,
Biff.
Yeah.
Biff so fast.
This baseball team gonna win.
Right.
You're like, oh, how'd you know? Well, same thing with the Bible. The Bible knows everything. It's
Exactly.
got everything in it.
Yeah, the book.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
that trial we go through, the misfortune. That's the Lord trying you in the furnace of adversity.
Yeah.
So that's all
Acceptable.
scriptural. Yeah,
Acceptable. You got to be acceptable. He said, acceptable men I tried in that furnace of adversity. If you want to be acceptable, you got to be tried, man.
Right.
Yeah, come put your boots on the ground, Joe.
That's right.
Right.
Come out here and freezing cold, hot as hell, serving the Lord. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Hey man, Jake, look at all the anime, you look at all the X-Men, you read all the comic books. What you think all the motherfuckers had to go through to attain that status?
Right.
They had to be fucking heartbroken. They had to be broken.
Yep.
You gotta be broken. The only way to be a god is to be broken as a man.
That's
And
right.
endure it. It's the
look,
only way.
look what happened with the Maccabees, man.
Khan.
All right, all right. They achieved God's status, man. But look at the payment they had to pay. Look at Samson.
Khan.
His mightiest deed was done in his death. Right? He took all them niggas with him.
Blinded.
All right. All them damn pussy ass Hamites. Exactly.
There was some real Africans for you niggas.
Right.
God.
I got that standards. This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemies shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against it. And that's what's going to happen, man. You know, hey, the Lord, he's going to protect this man. The scriptures say the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear his name.
That's right.
All right. So, hey, man.
And a lot of our own people are going to be among them foot soldiers that come against our people when they start raiding the hood or snatching Jake out of their luck. The few that live down here when they start snatching him out of their apartments and all that other shit, man. Hey, you're gonna find out, man, right? That you cannot duck and dodge these curses, man. And guess what? That goes for you scattered among the heathen too. Right? Y'all gonna be catching it too.
Flux. I'm gonna bring out this last part.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 7:4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. And that's where exactly where all you people are, in the house of fools, man. Because y'all don't understand the time frame that we in. Y'all want to go out and go have a good ass time, not understanding.
All the time.
All the time.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Life is about having fun, having a good time, Joe.
Them niggas got a stogie, some weed,
Right.
a big ass TV, a couple big booty bitches that belong to somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
Bucket
You
of
know,
fun.
because it ain't fun if it ain't somebody else woman.
Yep.
You know,
So hey, y'all, go have a good time, man.
and the game,
Yep.
and then gonna argue back and forth about Iverson and Jordan and LeBron.
Yep.
That's gonna be their argument
Oh, my God.
as they sipping on that brown shit that mess you up anyway.
And before you know it, y'all gonna come outside. Damn, where them guys that was teaching the Bible? Where they at? We need answers.
Cause you ain't gonna get no answers from the Muslims.
Nope.
You're not gonna get no answers from the Moors.
Oh, man.
All right, you definitely ain't gonna get no answers from the Christians. All right, we already seen, and a lot of them, and the Christians are mimicking us now.
Right.
You know, I just did a video, and I had to use a quick video that from a TikTok video that somebody sent me. Matter of fact, it was my sister-in-law that sent it to me. She be on point, man. But it was a video of an Edomite pastor saying how if you're a woman and you're a pastor, you're in outright rebellion against the Lord.
Yep.
All right. And if you're a Christian and you're a woman and you're trying to teach the gospel to the masses, to men, you're in outright rebellion and disrespecting the Lord. This was an Edomite, man.
Outright.
Right? And he quoted 1 Corinthians, the 14th chapter, man. All right, well, I think it's 33 through 35 when he says, let the woman keep silent in the churches.
Yep.
All right, and it's not permitted for them to speak or something to that effect.
She wanna
Roughly
learn.
paraphrase.
Yep.
All right, but you know, and when he said that, they showed you clips of Joyce Meyer, Paula White with her big ass titties.
Big ass.
You know, that's the only reason I will watch it, because she start jumping around. I'm waiting for her to get the Holy Ghost. She get the Holy Ghost and them things. I'm like, yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, that bitch definitely
What
White
you
Castle.
watching, honey? I'm watching church.
Alright, that wicked ass nigga Bernie Mac say the Lord is my shepherd. And
Miss
he
White.
knows.
Miss White.
Yeah, Miss White, yeah.
Miss Parker.
Bro, that nigga did.
The Lord is my
Hey, the Lord really killed that wicked ass nigga. He was on some adultery.
That nigga, man.
But,
He
yeah,
said the
man.
Lord, he know what I want.
Right.
That bitch Paula White got some big ass knockers, man.
God damn.
Yeah, the Bible ain't PG-13. We men up here talking.
That's right.
And like the elder said, man, that's an abominable thing for a woman. The scriptures say they ain't teaching nor usurping authority over a man.
Yeah, remember that video about 4 or 5 years back with that pretty chocolate woman with them gray big old things with the cleavage out, the camera off. She's sitting there teaching the scriptures. And ain't nobody heard the scripture. For her video like 30 minutes long, ain't nobody heard a damn scripture. But they all was watching though. You know? Right, so how you
Wait for it to get cold in the room.
Exactly. Turn up the air. You know? Niggas is wicked, man.
Jokes, man.
But why? Because, and the truth, because that's not a woman's position, man. That's right. All right? You're not supposed to be doing that, especially if you look like her. All right? That's why, that's not what a woman's supposed to do, man. It is what it is. You can't get mad at that. Right? The Lord set up an order, man. All right? Matter of fact, that's one thing that I admire about the Muslims. They have, and I'm not talking about them Fruit of Islam dudes. They all with they bald faces. They supposed to be Muslims though. All right? But I had a friend when I was in the Marine Corps. His brother was also a Marine. His brother was a Muslim, and his wife was Korean. And and we would go by. Yeah, he was smart enough. He was way back then. But that was his older brother. But we would go by and visit his brother, and his brothers would tell all these grand stories about Muhammad. And I listened, but I believed in the Lord even back then. I just listened to his Muhammad stories. But it always tripped me out how, I knew his brother had a wife, but I never seen her.
Right.
Now I understand.
Right.
Because among the Muslims, they have a rule that any man that's not related to your wife is not supposed to be around.
Okay.
And so, once I asked my boy, and he was like, and he explained it to me. I was like, that's kind of a cool rule. I wasn't even hating on it.
Yeah, that's prime.
So, but they stealing that from the gospel, though. On the low key.
Yeah, these are customs.
They stealing that from the right, because you got to remember, man. If you learn history, it was a bunch of Israelites that put the Quran together, man.
Yeah.
All right, because they were trying to get them Ishmaelites to leave Jerusalem. That's what started the Crusades, the Holy Wars, because it failed. Because when they created that book and gave it to Muhammad, Muhammad was
illiterate.
Was illiterate. He couldn't even read, man. But the dude was handsome and charismatic. All right, and he had a warrior-like spirit, and he got men to follow him.
Niggas fired up.
And so he got them fired up. All right. And they got them big ass moon swords,
Right.
Yeah.
right? And then he had all them jakes with him, all them converted, Islam jakes. And he got to Jerusalem and decided, you know what? I like Jerusalem. He was like, you know what? We're gonna keep Jerusalem and take Mecca. And that's exactly what they did. And that's, I don't know if you brothers some of you brothers knew, but if you were aware of that, but that's what eventually led up to the Holy Wars. That's also how you know that them jakes in them movies. That dude ain't no Edomite, man. That dude a Jake.
Oh, yeah.
He a Jake. But anyway, but them dudes in what was that movie? The Last Kingdom. And all them dudes was Jakes, man. All them dudes was Jakes. Even the big German dude, they were all Jakes. And as a matter of fact, what's his name? Benjamin Franklin's letter proves that.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when he talks about the swarthy people of Germany,
Yeah.
and that was in the 1700s, because they had clean, because they had, all the Jakes had been pushed out of Portugal and Spain, but through the rest of Europe, Jake still had a grip on things, man, in certain places, man. All right. So coming from the time, because Muhammad was the 6th century.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because Islam.
So the Holy War started, a couple hundred years after that, right? The Crusades, But that's what it led up to.
I think Islam came around in about 623.
And that's when he started
623.
pushing. And he ended up taking, and that's why you had Palestinians mad when Amalek went over there and did what they did to them. Because they had been there since the 6th century. All right? That's why they were mad. You know? So in a way, it was their temporary home. You know? And Esau never had no claim to the holy land. Never. You know, he never had no claim to that, man.
Just like that, Calvin.
Oh yeah, he can't have that.
He's done.
He's gonna have to run that.
Oh, this is a picture of a knight, Mr. Coburg Moore. This is a picture of a knight, and it's so many of them, but he's called the Coburg Moore in Germany.
Yeah.
That's a picture of a knight in Germany, and that's still there.
And
there's so many of them.
And that statue goes back to the early 1700s.
Y'all gonna see it.
Yeah, to like the early 1700s. And there are literally thousands of those over there still in Europe, all over. If you and they try to disguise them, they build stuff over and around them. They build a lot of stuff around it, so it just blends in with it. But you still got them 4 patriarchs in
the 4 tetrarchs.
the 4 tetrarchs. Yeah, in Italy.
That's the Habsburg coat of arms.
That did over $1,000. That was like 2,500. The Satanic Hispanic tried to.
Weekend ass motherfucker.
He brought out the Russian icons, and this old Satanic Hispanic who thought he knew something tried to school me on how the Moors was just in Spain, and I brought that out, and he was so confounded, man.
Yeah.
He was really trying to do that to the Murph, man.
Yeah, but they were just in Spain and Portugal, right?
Yeah, all right.
Because that's the history that Esau would teach. He teaches it that way.
Yeah.
That they were only no. They were in France, Germany,
England,
Britain, Scotland. They were all over, man.
All over Europe. Yeah.
You know?
They having a ball.
You know, they were all over. In that book, The Negro Question. Somebody get Psalms 85 and 11. In that book, The Negro Question, it tells you that they found black Basque all over Scotland, all over Ireland, and all over Britain, man. Meaning black bodies. And they weren't Africans. All right? So the bodies, the bones of Negroes were found all over Scotland and Ireland. These are historical facts.
And it took me it took me like the longest to find out brothers like Mozart, people like that.
Of course.
Beethoven.
Yeah.
Look.
All those were Negroes, man.
Yeah. What Edomite right now dropping some tracks, man? That you niggas vibing to. When you go into Shakespeare's literature, when you go to Mozart, all right, when you go to Beethoven, like, you gotta really, these niggas, this Beethoven, Kanye West, these niggas, Prince.
Yeah, Prince, man.
Like, come on, man.
Prince.
Ain't no Edomite lacing no track,
Prince
man.
might have been Mozart himself, man.
Yeah, they had the whole world vibing to that shit.
But the thing is, man, the most gifted Edomite musicians learn from Jake, or vibe from Jake, and then the really gifted Edomite musicians ain't Esau. They just look like him.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yeah.
You know, people like Justin Timberlake.
I was just finna say,
you know? Salt. Okay? They got that salt on them, man.
Bobby Caldwell.
And that's something that Bobby Caldwell, right? You're gonna have a lot. You're gonna have a lot. And you know, you're gonna have a lot of them black only Israelites. They on the comment board right now getting mad. There he go again.
They got their Dr. Umar hat on. Fuck you niggas. Fuck them. They drinking right like a motherfucker. Shut up, man.
Mad as hell, man. But you gotta understand, that is a lie that the so-called white man pushed. He pushed that division. He pushed that division through complexion. He's the one that did that, man. All right. Because you better believe, man. Could you imagine what a family photo of Solomon's children would look like?
Oh my
Come
God.
on, man. Come on, man.
You know, could you imagine if all his kids, if there was a such thing? This man had 1,000 wives, man. He had 700 Israelite wives and 300 concubines. So he had multiple Edomite wives, multiple Ammonite wives, multiple Moabite wives. He had all these heathen wives. Elam, he had them all, man.
They told stories about it, right?
So how, right?
Come on, man. No, that was a joke.
So could you imagine a photo of all his sons and daughters?
Right.
If they said gathered all his kids together and took a picture of them, people would be like, "Who's this?"
Hey, the
What,
next
is
king.
this a school?
The next king, exactly. The next king after Solomon was his son Rehoboam. And Rehoboam's mother was a so-called Japanese woman. She was an Ammonite. So Rehoboam didn't look like Murph.
Running around looking like, what's that MMA fighter? Ben Henderson.
Ben
Like
Smooth
Smooth
Ben.
So Henderson.
Smooth Ben,
Pulling
yeah,
his
his
hair
mama
back.
Korean. Speaking of
Yeah.
which,
You know?
them niggas, hey, them niggas Jake though, and them niggas Jake right here. Definitely Jake right there. You see the coat? Yeah. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
Look at it. You can tell by the nigga walking. Right. We at the same time. Goops don't walk like that, man. You can tell. You see the coat? That shit.
Most of them goofs, they walk just like this.
Yeah. They
do.
That's you can
They
see
waddle.
it. You can see it.
They
in
look
the-
like penguins. They waddle, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Jake walking like this. You know?
Hat cock.
Bring it out, brother.
This is 1 Kings, chapter 11, from the top. But King Solomon loved many strange women,
Oh, yes.
together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites.
Man, Solomon was at all the castles.
Every single one of them.
All of them.
Monopoly.
Wait a minute. This was the wisest man on the planet. So I don't give a fuck about what Dr. Umar got to say. If the wisest man I don't give a fuck what Keisha got to say. Or what this old, what they call it? Monogamy? Look, man, the wisest man on the planet had multiple wives and they all was different.
Yep.
And they was all dealing.
Super different.
Yeah. Hey, look, the Lord likes variety, man.
Come on, man.
How boring would a garden be?
Basketball.
If you went to a flower garden, it was only red roses.
For real.
You will feel let down.
That shit'll get real, to get real bad real fast, man. You know? It will get real bad. Hey, Shalom, brother. It will get real bad, man. All right? The Lord likes variety, man. That's why when you go to a natural garden, and all the different shapes of flowers and all, you're gonna see all the different things, man. All right, Israel was the same way,
Yeah, he called us a garden.
you know,
So you got all the different tribes, man.
Exactly.
Each tribe got a different attribute.
a different vibration and a different look, you know,
In the same spirit.
and the same spirit.
Same spirit. Hey, even look at the wickedness, right? I'm gonna show you something. Even when Jake in the wickedness, one of the most common pieces of wickedness in all Israel is pork. Every different tribe got a real unique way of making that wicked ass shit taste good. Look how the Mexicans do it. Look how these niggers do it with them fucking ribs.
Ephraim perfected.
Ephraim. All these niggas, they got a different way of being, but it's the same spirit. But only a nigga can do that. Even though it's wicked, only nigga can do it. Look at the shit they rap about. It's horrible. But every different tribe can do
they
the
make it
same
sound
shit.
good.
Can talk about adultery, selling dope. Every tribe does it. And it sounds different, but it's that same demonic ass spirit, bro.
Yeah.
Cause
That Yalaba played me all that that Iscarite cowboy music. When that shit cool.
that shit really how you want to run off into the sun and ride off with the bitch on the horse, man. Jake.
and it be wicked as hell, man. But it be sounding good.
It be sounding great.
And they talking about the same shit just with a different flavor, man.
That's Jake, man.
Jake is just wicked, man.
But it's a variety. It's a variety thing, cause that's how the Lord is, man. How you gonna attribute? You want to wear a different pair of shoes. How you gonna attribute the Creator of the King of the Universe to being one dimensional? And that's how you stupid ass niggas should know that the Most High don't love everybody. How you gonna? You don't even love everybody.
Right.
Stupid ass. I can't wait till you niggas die. And it's coming very soon. Everything out here is done. Everything. It's finished, man. But we just getting started, man. Somebody get 2nd Ezra 4:28 if y'all ain't holding nothing.
Yeah, a lot of things are gonna reveal themselves over these next upcoming months, man. And you gotta remember they going full digital in March 8th? March
Right.
8th. All right, so all you deniers of the digital thing, of the MOTV, all you deniers of Revelation the 13th chapter.
That's right.
It's an embargo and all this other stuff.
Oh, it's having sex with the white woman.
It's having sex,
according
right?
to General Rihanna.
All that kind of
Fucking
mess.
dummy.
We're about to see, man. Matter of fact, you can get you going in the answer. Somebody get 2nd Ezra 16 and 73 too. Go ahead.
I got 4:28. 2nd Ezra 4:28. But as concerning the things whereof you ask me, I will tell you. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away.
This place right here. This is the epitome of wickedness. You know, it goes into this earth, it goes into this age, because the whole world needs new management.
Yes.
Via Yahushua, King David, and the elect. Go ahead.
It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good.
Exactly. So when you got these niggers out, and I'm going to call them black niggers, and IUIC, and ISUPK.
Don't forget about the spigots.
Those spigots, oh yeah, they definitely included. Those spigots out there, spigot demons. All you niggas that think you on a level, you just a dumb satanic Hispanic nigga. All you niggas are trying to build Israelite communities, you trying to pour sugar on shit, call it a sandwich. The evil is sown here.
Right.
This place has to be eradicated.
It got to be a separation between the 2/3 and the 1/3.
It gotta be.
This is not a time. The Lord's about to destroy this place. Why are you trying to build it up?
What the fuck happened to Micah 2:11? The Lord said this is not your rest. How are you trying to seek rest in your captivity that is meant for a sore destruction? Is it not written, the Lord shall utterly make a speedy riddance of Babylon?
Speedy riddance.
What are you niggas talking about, man? What are you preaching about? What are you reading? You can't be reading, man. You want this place to keep going. You know they ain't reading like
They're looking forward to their next tax check.
Exactly.
Right.
800 niggas just marching in some fat ass boots, and y'all can't even produce 3 videos a week.
One video a week.
One.
Right.
Yeah, one.
You know it because
That marching was their video.
You ain't gotta get a cap, no report. We went on CNN. 800 of us.
They gonna upload a 2-hour video, just boots. Fuck out of here, man. Man, that's crazy,
That's
man.
simple nigga shit, man.
You know he was Marine too. When you listen to their cadence, that nigga Marine, so.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and look, they got the holding the nickels at their side and shit. You know.
See, because that's appealing to a simple Negro's eye.
Yeah.
Right.
That's that black bullshit, man. That's that old Huey Newton shit, man.
Yeah, and they you know, they were mixing military with the fraternities, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some saying Greeks.
Yep.
What did Big Brother Dean Almighty tell him? I am a Greek.
I am a
You
Greek.
can walk tissy your ass back to Mother Africa. Right. He told him he was a Greek. And some saying Jakes back in the Old Testament, man. Them Hellenist Jakes, them Greeks.
Yeah.
All right?
Oh, I got something.
Them Thetas.
Niggas, man. You know they was branded up back in the ancient world, but naked as hell. Doing all type of wickedness. Had a toga on, that fat ass hat.
Branding themselves.
That was Israel, man. Like the elder brought out, those Hellenists, man. Those Grecian Jews, man. Those were niggas doing that dumbass shit. You know, look who doing it today.
Exactly.
It's nothing new under the sun, man. And that's why Yahushua said it in Revelations. He said, let him that is righteous be righteous still. He that is holy, holy still. He that is wicked be wicked still. He that is filthy, filthy still. Every nigga is back in their lot, man. Doing the same wild ass shit.
I got a precept for you. This is 2 Timothy 3:5. It says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. And how do they deny the power of the Lord? By denying Revelation 13. Saying that the digital thing is not what it is, man. That's the power of the Lord. That's the prophecy of the Lord telling you what to look out for. Telling you what not to take. What not to bow down to, man. And you just gonna deny it. That's crazy.
And then they leading Israel away from it because you still got people following them, man.
Exactly.
You know?
It says, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts.
Hold on, wait a minute. That's why the elder Malcolm always said, they fucking women-friendly doctrine, man.
Yes, that's where
Silly
the money
ass
come
women.
from.
That's where the money come from.
The black woman.
Women spend money, man. So they
Get
don't.
out of here.
They don't go into the scriptures and chastise and put the woman in their place. They avoid them scriptures like the plague, man.
Right.
All right. Look, a woman is not equal to a man, and a woman is not to do the work of the Lord.
Hey, dodge that
right.
shit like Floyd.
Yeah. And yeah.
Your face. You in your face with all this shit.
Now, what was that? What was my dude that you just couldn't hit him? What was his name? Tony. James Tony. James Tony stand right in front of you with his hands down. The dude waist was made of rubber, man. Couldn't hit the dude, man.
James Tony.
I think them niggas actually from the same spot. They from the same
They
town.
might have trained
That's
together.
their style of boxing, man. The
Philly
niggas stand in
shell.
your face with that Philly shell, just you know, block their body, block their chin,
And
just
James
stand in
would
your
put his hands
face.
down. You couldn't touch him.
Yeah, that nigga was cold. He learned that lesson from Randy though, but that's another story.
It says, verse 7, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. And that's these other camps, man. You know, they learn. You learn about things that ain't even profitable, man. You know,
Nothing,
they
bro.
learning how to be a good husband. You learn how to be a good husband by fearing the Lord. You know, learning how to be a better father. You learn how to be a better father by fearing the Lord. That's right. You know what I mean? All that other shit that pertains.
Well, that's marketable.
to the exactly.
Cause see, they got people that take care of their marketing.
Exactly.
That's right,
Because because you know, it's just like Apostle Gabar said. Because I've never been on one of their pages. The only time I've ever seen their pages is when a brother would pull it up in the video proving a point.
Time.
But when you know the merchandising Israelites, where everything is for sale.
Right.
Because them cats, man, they selling everything that they nailed down.
Everything. Everything.
Right. Exactly. You go on everything that they nailed down. They
had the starter kits.
They selling it, man.
They had the starter kits.
They not the only camp. Other camps are doing it too, man. So when the number one thing you should be out here on this is the number one thing is prophesying on the highways and byways, all right? And like you said, with all them, you know, they muster together 1,000 men for a camp to march and sweat blood, right there. You know, they
Get a good rhythm going.
Yeah, man.
Them niggas are crazy,
But
man.
like you said, 1,000 men, and you can't get 2-3 videos out of none of them.
Not
man.
one.
Only people making videos is the top 5 dudes, man.
And you know what? I can't. You know what? Listen.
And it's required for our men to put the order was to flood the internet.
Everybody.
So everybody is doing it. Everybody is built up and so that they can edify, so that they can't be confounded, so that they won't see anything that's wrong. And if you do come at them, they can back up what they're saying by the scriptures.
And it keeps you in the spirit of the Lord, man.
Yes.
It gets your head out of bitch ass.
Yes.
It gets your head out of video game. Cause you gotta read to produce videos. You have to go to class to understand breakdowns. So this always keep you, the scriptures say that your mind should be occupied in prophecies.
That's right, brother.
This keeps you sharp. That's why it's an order. Don't you think the men that labored for over 30 years understand what the fuck you supposed to be doing, man? And I said the men that labored, not the nigga who just, it's a million niggas who knew they was Israelites in 1975.
And you know the saddest thing about it, especially when it comes to Bishop Nate, man, is that he just refuses to admit or acknowledge that he was a novice up under Apostle Tahar.
Yep.
Damn.
And
Apostle Tahar is his spiritual father, man.
That's right.
All right.
Right.
That's his spiritual father. Why is it so hard to admit that that's who you can? Even you know, what's his name? Sakari. Well, it's some of the time he would admit where he came from. You know. Alazar, that is. Not just the old Sakari, but Alazar. All right. He would admit, you know, who he learned under every, you know. Because for those who didn't know, he really came up under the brother
Seattle, right?
Seattle brother. What's his name? Not Uriah, but damn, man, I can't think of the brother's name. Man, no, actually he's Ephraim. I thought he was Issachar. He's actually an Ephraimite.
Yeah, I thought he was.
Uriah. I think it's
Uriah.
Uriah, the water brother.
It's
Uriah. Yeah, he came up under Uriah, man.
Yeah, I used to watch him all the time, man.
Hey, they was fire, man. You know, he came up under Uriah. Then he left there. He moved to San Diego, and that's when he started to Sakari. You know, and they were on fire and on point back then. You know.
Y'all got this.
And it grew.
Second.
All right, so this Israelite thing is growing, man.
Oh yes.
You know, that's the one good thing that I will even say about Bishop Nate. At least they pushing that we Israel.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't knock them there. Hey, but they be going off in doctrine often, man. but they're only doing it because they under that 501c3 charter,
Hey.
and to keep that money coming in from those women, man.
And that's why the scriptures let you know. Hey, a brother said it the other day. We was in the class like a couple weeks ago. You have to believe every single word in the Bible. I don't care if it's genealogy. You have to believe every single word. Look, because it goes into the office of a bishop, the office of a deacon, and not being driven by filthy lucre's sake, man. That money, that attention, man, that separates you from preaching the real doctrine.
And it's clear that, you know, it's evident that guys saw this as, they saw the cameras and, man, well, hold on. They get views, people watching this stuff. So, you know, you had a lot of guys, you know, especially them music industry guys.
Who couldn't really make it.
You know, yeah, they flow really wasn't that good, but they had enough pizzazz. But you know what, I can sell this doctrine. So you know, you got, you know,
HD production.
You got guys that brought that to Israel, because you got a lot of rap doctrine Israelites out there, man.
Yeah.
They ain't doing no edifying videos. I mean, raps be cold as hell too.
Put on
I
that
ain't
beat.
gonna even front, man.
Got the fringes on.
That one dude, his name Ezekiel. You know, yeah, that brother he be snapping on them rap, you know, those biblical raps, man. He be tearing it up, but I'm like, but bro, where your videos at, bro?
But exactly.
You know.
Right. This the song you supposed to be singing.
God.
You
song
singing the
of
wrong
Moses.
song, my nigga. That ain't it.
Because the Lord didn't say, go forth to them, you know, cause it's like it's like the elder said, man. If the Lord wanted a rap ministry, he'd have got the coldest rappers on the planet to do it, man.
Right.
Jay-Z would have woke up.
Kanye West.
You know,
all these
Kanye.
niggas.
You know, Pac would have been rapping about Israel. Biggie would have been rapping about Israel. All right. If you wanted you know,
Drake.
hey, Drake and damn Future would have been rapping about Israel, man.
60 mixtapes.
You know,
Them niggas don't stop.
you know.
Right.
So, but that's not, he didn't want it. The Lord wanted the lowly, the nobodies, man. He said he's gonna raise up the prophets from among the people, man.
Nigga Lil Wayne.
Them guys. Yeah, I mean, he wanted the cold as ever, man. All right, that dude a rap god, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, but you know, the Lord wanted the lowly, the meek, man. Okay, he said he was gonna bring just like you know, when he said David, when David was made king, it was gonna be one from among you.
That's
all right.
That's right.
From among your own people, man.
And then they went to his brothers. You know, who was that? Samuel.
Yeah.
He was looking at the one that was a little taller.
Right.
One was handsome, one was strong. I know this
Yeah.
got to be the
Yeah,
guy.
he looking at right. You got 7 brothers, and
He's over there.
and David the runt.
The beards.
Right.
He
know,
right.
niggas was
All the
looking
big ass
bald.
swole brothers, all the big brothers.
Niggas had the
Right.
beards on, the garments. I know he the king.
Said,
No,
yeah, it
that
gotta
one
be
ain't
him.
it.
He's
I
like,
know,
nah,
that gotta be
ain't-
him. That
So
ain't him.
Samuel like, wait, what? Damn. They said, well, is this all your sons? And he's like, well, we got David.
Right.
And he was a
That's
runt. Right.
That's right.
He said, no, I can't be him. They said, go
right.
forth and get your little brother.
He
Right,
the
and
one-
this little red bone dude roll up.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was the light skinned
Man, this
brother.
little light skinned nigga.
That was heavy. Jacob had always been heavy in Israel, man.
Right.
That light skinned, dark skinned
Nah,
shit.
yeah, exactly.
It's just Jake. That's how niggas is, man.
Yeah, just cause he light, man, you ain't no real Israelite.
Yeah.
Alright, light skinned niggas.
Like my man who was scoffing you in the summer, who's that Christianity?
Yeah.
My man, he ain't been back. He bugged out. He got a second after 16?
Right. You can't be, man, you light skinned.
Tough ass nigga. Go ahead.
It's
bro.
2nd Ezra 16 to 73. Then shall they be known whom I chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Is this the one you asked for?
Yeah, brother.
Nah. Hear ye, O my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble I had, but I will deliver you from the same.
So when in the heat of all these things that are about to happen in society, they're literally days away, man. Days away.
Hours.
All right. Yeah, if you can start counting by hours at this time. When this society falls, when there is no 911, hey, you just had a storm that kills 60 plus people across America.
Yeah.
30 almost 30, I think 30 plus of them was in Buffalo alone. All right. Those people was on the phone calling for help, and 911 was telling them ain't nobody coming.
Yeah.
Call out me. How about you?
You in your phone, you in your car, you didn't like, damn, I knew I should have filled up. And they in their cars, they can't move. The snow piling up, they can't move the car. They only know that they got maybe an hour or two of gas left in their car.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And guess what? And they found them in the morning in their cars.
Right.
Froze.
What that nigga on the
Froze to
Schwarzenegger
death,
say?
man. All right.
Freezing hell.
And they on the phone. They on the phone calling for help, and they telling them, "Hey, ain't nobody coming."
Damn.
Flavor Flav came.
come.
911 is a
All right.
joke.
All right. And that's gonna be the thing, man.
Oh, it's
when these blackouts come, when these lights go out, and all them jail niggas get out, they got a beef with people that's out here in the world,
Baby mom.
that's locked up in there because of some wicked ass adulterous woman.
Yep.
They got him locked up.
Damn.
All right, because he tried to be the man of his house.
Yeah.
Or he put the smack down on her because he caught her doing adultery.
Yeah.
You know, and then they sent him to jail and broke up his family.
Yeah.
Hey, Elder.
Hey,
Now
it's
son
coming,
Mo.
man.
I know.
He
It,
Right,
mad
he
'cause
come
his
out of
son a
jail,
Mo.
his son
Yeah.
a damn Mo.
yeah. Well,
And I ain't talking about a Blackstone.
I was,
I'm talking about a broke wrist nigga.
hey, Joe, in a couple hours, he could be the man of the house again. It's getting ready to be January 1st. Hey, so that shit over with.
That's why I posted.
I asked
Bang. January 1st, a picture of Bang.
Come on, bro.
That's it.
I was in that Dunkin' Donuts right there. I talked to the cop. It was a Jake cop. I said, hey, is January 1st like really gonna be there? He said yes. He said yes, it's really gonna be there. I said so.
And guess what? Go to show you that they know it's gonna be that.
Yep.
I don't know if you brothers are aware of it, but you had 65 counties. Them Edomite lawyers, them white guys came down there with them suits and ties, with them high-pitched nerdy voices, nasally and shit. You know, and we're not gonna put up with this. Well, I never. And guess what? That thing got shut down in 65 other counties. But did it happen here though? No. And these it's still gonna go down in all these counties while all you brown people are.
Oh yeah.
All right. But down there, Southern Illinois, and all them KKK counties.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Down there, they shut that shit down. So it's not gonna happen to them.
Right.
All right. So yeah, you're gonna have some serious issues starting tonight
Yeah.
at midnight. So come tomorrow.
Sorry.
Go ahead, brother.
My name is Harrell.
Shalom.
Like y'all work, shalom to everybody.
Shalom, beloved.
I live in Los Angeles.
Okay.
I was
welcome
just
to
riding
our
down the
beautiful
street,
city.
and I know what we look like when we come down the block.
Yes,
Come,
sir.
come.
I'm in the hotel right around the corner. I got my garment. I came here. I like y'all work. I see y'all vocab everybody. I like the little brass thing you had in your Bible years ago when I watched your pages. They cut all your pages. I can't find your pages.
They
no
got
more.
rid of all them videos.
I like the brothers, all the brothers. I see some of y'all when y'all just preaching on the street. Y'all got a video to yourself. Some of y'all, I recognize faces, but I only recognize them from YouTube.
Come.
So it's good for me to see y'all.
Well, welcome, brother.
You know,
Welcome.
It's
Shalom.
good for us to see you.
it's good for me to see y'all, and I come humble. You know, DMS Come right, you gonna get old boy. Nah, brother,
You all
we
good,
all right,
bro.
man. I belong to a small school in Los Angeles called Double-Edged Sword.
Okay.
My elder is Issachar.
Oh yeah.
He used to study with, long time ago, with One West.
Okay.
So,
Well, y'all got the One West doctrine and the
I'm
A.
just saying, man.
And then you watching
we
us,
can
so
see y'all with my
it's
own
all
eyes.
good, brother.
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying it's good.
Welcome, beloved.
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Hey, that'd
Welcome,
be
and
beautiful.
shalom to your brothers back there, too,
Shalom.
man.
Hey, shalom.
Yeah, so because meaning y'all going out there and doing the work then.
Yeah, and they,
My man.
And they telling us that Chicago, as of next year, is about to be where a purge, because the laws made it to where the police.
And next year is hours away.
Yep.
So it's hours away.
Yes. Hours
So
away.
so it's gonna, like I said, especially once the, it ain't gonna like immediately because it's gonna that temperature gonna drop.
Yeah, this summer.
But
God,
but not it ain't even gonna make it to the summer. By the time the temperatures get back to like 50 on a regular
Oh
basis,
my
Spring.
God.
Oh man.
It's
what I
gonna
heard
be
about
nuts.
Chicago.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Nuts.
That's what I heard about
Yeah.
Chicago.
Well, you heard right.
Guns in the alley.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, brother, they've been doing that. They've been doing that since the 80s.
Yeah.
No, they've been doing that since the 80s, man.
Damn.
I heard they
didn't know
doing
it went back that
drive-bys with hyper-realistic silicone masks.
They've been yes.
The police.
Yeah. You got white guys that put on prosthetic masks like they Negroes. They gonna shoot up the hood and they put it all on TV. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true, man.
Hey, marvel not if, because a lot of them crimes, now I know Jake is hitting these Edomites over their head up north.
Yeah, well,
But marvel not if,
but that's prophecy.
yeah.
You know that's prophecy that would happen. So now the Esau is getting ready. All this wickedness that he did is about to come down on him. He's become a victim of his own folly, just like this elevating a woman over the man. Because when these Edomites get divorced, they lose millions, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, my former client, all right, both of them, you know, I had her first, and then she married him, all right. And these are some small hats, all right. Let me let this siren go by. What's that? Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Grab that. But this dude, he broke at that deal. This dude was in antiquities. Because I used to train her first all the time, all right? Then when he started coming around and if they got married, then I started training both of them. And then I saw them, and when I would train them, all they did was talk shit about each other. So I already saw what was happening. You know, because he would start confiding in me, you know, and telling me I should have went younger, you know. But then, nevertheless, the old post office building, the great big old post office they shut down years ago. And see the economy, because it was shut down for years. And then the goal was before the big C hit, they were gonna open it back up and make it like a gigantic indoor mall and all these different stores. Oh. Well, he broke at that deal. He made $85 million on that deal. Just that one thing.
One thing, your client.
That one thing. She got his ass. Just like she got the two before him. Right? Because she told me, and this broad physically, she was bad, you know, when you look at her.
Right after the deal went through.
She told me, you fuck black guys, you marry Jewish guys. Ooh. That's the word. Her words.
Get them for their money.
Her words. Now, I never touched it, because I knew if I did, I'd mess my money up. But the point being,
And it's a sin.
yeah, and that too. But even before, because there was a time when she was single and free before he came into the picture. She was already past the first thing. Because the crazy thing is that I used to train her ex, the one, her very first husband. Her second husband, I wanted to smack the shit out of him. I ain't like that. But I used to train her first husband as well. All right, and you know, and matter of fact, Wabash Avenue right there. Once you get to about Congress, all the way back up to Wacker, most of them buildings on Congress he owns.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow.
God damn.
Wow.
I told you, brother, I was making a lot of money before the Lord jacked me up. I
I
had a high level clientele. They were all
yes.
very, very wealthy. I was making big money. But the point being, though, man, is that she got half of all that. Wickedness is rewarded to the woman here in America. The Edomite elevated these women, and now his family is getting broken apart.
Right.
He's catching hell, and now he's sighing and crying because of the way these women are doing them now.
Now my
All right?
question to you is,
Because that was aimed at us, but
Yeah.
but it's backfired on us.
Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
my question to you is, if that was Judah, how would Judah wait it out?
If it was Judah, what do you like? In what
Like
way?
if you was they were your clients,
Right?
and it was Judah.
Oh.
You tell one that the other is about to clamp down on one of them. How would you weigh it?
I didn't know that she was planning all that on them.
Oh, okay.
I just, that all happened after the fact. She didn't tell me all that what she was doing, but it was clear that what she was doing was marrying these guys, and then she would pop out a baby, and then she had them. Then she take their ass to court and divorce them, and take half her shit. And now she's sending me pictures of her with her grandbabies, talking about she glam them all. Not grandma, but grandma, showing off how fit she still is and all this shit
Sound like
with
she
her
ready to
baby,
give you
and
some money.
she rich as hell because she done took half they shit. and kicked him out the pit. And now she glamball talking about you come hang out.
She
Let's
ready
go
for
have-
you to partake
let's go
in the
have
spoil.
coffee and all that shit. But you know, I ain't got time for her ass. But that being the point, that this is all backfiring on them. All right, bring that out, brother. Mama Bishop.
God, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 7. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee."
Right. So now it's falling on them. Esau done destroyed himself.
Stupid.
He really has. He's destroyed
Done.
himself, and that's why his own people are ready to uprise and pick up arms against him.
Yeah.
All right, the majority of the people that's ready to pick up arms and go against the government, it's not, because they trying so hard to make us extremists, like we dangerous. We're not the ones with caches of guns, with garages and buildings full of bullets and all that shit. White men are.
Right.
God knows.
They're the ones. All right. You know, what was her name? Senator Bass. Was
Yeah.
it Lord Bass? Already clowned the head of the FBI and embarrassed them when they tried to come at us with that black extremist shit.
Black.
You know, you're trying to put us on the same level as the KKK and the skinheads. Are you kidding me? These guys have
500
bodies.
year killing record. 500 years of killing.
Right. It's like we ain't running around doing shit like that. These guys got documented history. They got posters of them.
Right.
Right.
No,
Stand with your feet, my feet right here. And
They elder. They
You
have
know?
documented networkings within the U.S. government.
yeah.
What the fuck are you talking? Hey, you
Exactly.
judges, politicians, chiefs of police, they take that uniform on and put the hood on.
Militaries
I've
and
been
military
taught that
leaders,
since
man.
a child.
And you know what? And it's a lot of them videos that you're talking about that they took down, especially them historical. Almost every video that I did that has the stuff with the Without Sanctuary book, almost all those videos are gone, man.
I can't even go GMS or Great Millstone and then connect me with those videos. I gotta really search.
Yeah.
You gotta type
You
it.
got
If you don't know the exact name with the exact,
Sometimes.
you will never get it, man. You'll never get it because their history was killing them, man.
Killing them. I got a precept for you.
No, I was just making a quick point because when I first was coming into the truth, that's how I was learning all the breakdowns. You would put GMS and then this chapter, Great Millstone,
Yup.
and that chapter.
Yup.
Now it's all gone. They wipe
Anything
everything.
vocab alone come up first. Put in anything.
Soft ass
vocab
nigga.
come up
Oh,
first.
God.
For what? Nothing.
Yeah, Esau a demon, man.
Around
But
like
you know what? It's too late.
Too late now.
It's too late. That's like giving rubbers to a pregnant chick. She like, thanks.
I gotta take that one. That was good.
Right.
I got a precept because going to what the elder was the story he was telling and how all this is going back on Esau. The brother had brought out the Deuteronomy 30 and 7, but it is all falling back on them. This Proverbs 26 and 25. It says, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. And that's how they always get Jake, man. You know, because look at the black woman, man. They think all this shit that Esau set up for them was for the benefit of them, and it was just for the destruction of their household and so-called black men.
Exactly.
And like the elder said, all them wicked ass, unrighteous decrees, the reward of adultery, that's falling back on them. It says, whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be revealed before the whole congregation. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. That's the spirit. Whoso diggeth the pit shall
See, that's
fall
the spirit,
therein.
man. And you know what? That's something that I only see when I'm watching our brothers, man.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, that when brothers have only. Come on, man. Go ahead, bring it out.
I gotta finish this one out. It said, whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth the stone, it will return upon him. A lying tongue hated those that are afflicted by it. He hates you.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Now
tell you a
imagine, man,
lie.
you keep throwing a rock, and then they come back and hit you.
Right.
Exactly. It said
Then you throw it again because you figure you missed, and then bam, it
like
hits
a
you
fucking
again.
boomerang.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's just coming back at you.
Say, and a flattering mouth working ruin. So Esau set all that little wicked ass shit up for Jake, but now it's putting his foot in his own ass, man.
That's right.
Yeah, Esau didn't even know he was that flexible.
Jump, nigga, right? What he say on whatchamacallit here, Jake? But that was Jim Carrey. That nigga say, I'm kicking my. He said, what are you doing? That nigga say, I'm kicking my ass. That's how Esau look right now.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, brother. This is Psalms 9 and 15. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made. In the net which they hid is their own foot taken. And that's showing you the judgment of the Lord, man. You know, hey, you set up some bullshit, it's gonna come back to haunt you, man. You know? And that's happening to Esau on a mass scale. You know, man, he sought so many schemes to try and keep us dysfunctional. Now his family's dysfunctional.
Yeah, his family's dysfunctional.
You know, you put crack in our hoods in the 90s. Well, guess what? Now the meth and opioids tearing your ass up. Goofy.
Boys.
Tearing your ass
And see,
up.
man.
Because from I think it was from like 2000 to 2018, they lost they lost about 40 million Edomites that were actually baby age making people. 40 million. So they were, you know, and we already know the true number. They lying about numbers. So they really the minority now. Because think about it. If you took a 40 million people hit in just your race in one place, and these are people that are actually at the age that can make more children, because these are people from like 20 years old to like 39, 40 years old. Right. So those people, so they lost that many people, man. You won't come, if you start talking with Edomites, all of them have family members and friends that they lost to those oids and shit like that.
Right.
Yep, they all know, or some acquaintance, a work person, somebody they knew, they all know them. Yep. Yeah, because it was happening. Yep. You know, and it was like a quiet, destruction to them. Yeah. They had their own little Holocaust, and they need to talk about it because it was too shameful to bring that one up.
Right.
That's what it was. It was shameful, and it would reveal, well, wait, how you getting all these statistics with numbers and shit if you losing that many people, man? Right. So think of all the children that wasn't born because of that, and that's fulfilling the scripture when it says, "I have made these small among the heathen." They're even smaller than what they were. That's why they lie on statistics. That's why when they have foreigners coming to the country, people who are actually melanated, dark as you or darker, they labeled as white.
Yeah, they got Arabs talking about they white and
Get
shit,
them
man.
Elon
They
Musk.
can sign it right there that they white.
You know?
Hey, so y'all don't do Clubhouse no more?
We never did Clubhouse.
Never did Clubhouse?
Hey, look, them damn wicked ass Masonic Freemasons, they do the same shit. It's all a number game, you know? Like, oh, even though this person ain't been coming to to the camps and nothing like that, they'll still send you shit in the mail and count you like you still in.
Yeah.
And I'm only talking from experience. You know what I'm saying? I was in that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But long story short,
the Lord brought
they
you
do
out
that.
of it, man.
Yeah, the Lord. Yeah,
We
because
were,
every
you
time I
know,
was trying.
when you think about it, man, the Catholic Church is Masonic. They all wicked as hell.
Yeah.
Because look, the dude that's in that Mason shit, he ain't no more wicked than the dude that's in the Christian church, man.
Right.
The wickedness is still it's all anti the Lord, man.
Yep.
It's all anti Hamashiach.
That's right.
Because the whole left-handed Freemasons, right? Because we the right-handed. The left-handed Masons, that's their own religion, man. That's their own practice.
And guess what? Majority of small headers are Masons.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially
No doubt.
the
Yep.
high-ranking ones. So it's all like you said, left-hand side Satan worship, man.
Yep.
That's
That is
all
right.
it really is, man. And then the high ranks, you know, they got to do all that freaking weird shit with animals and goats.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, matter of fact, when you first get initiated, I don't give a fuck if you fucking wicked ass Masons see this. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's right.
When you first get in,
We need them to see.
they have you hoodwinked on purpose, because when you go in and get initiated, they stand you in front of a fucking Baphomet, and you have you doing all this shit, man.
Hey, you remember that movie? I think it was a movie called The Good Shepherd. And I was sitting in the world watching, and I said, man, there's something to this shit, man. I was high as fuck dealing with a stupid ass nigger woman. Never again. Either of the two. But yeah, I was on some X watching this shit. I'm like, man, this shit. But the nigga was, I'm like, it's something weird to this shit. And I knew I wasn't just tweaking. I knew it was something really weird. Like, it's something different. But he walked in the room, and they was all around the balcony. It was a gang of Edomites, and they all had their suits. They was on that Mason shit. And after a couple years after that, you know, I found out the truth. Like, man, that's what that shit was about, that movie that night. It always freaked me out. I thought about that, and I'm in my head, I'm like, nigga, you was just high.
He
Man.
pissed on his head. But they all was in their suits. And he brought him, the dude brought Matt Damon, and he walked off like this, and he was like, it's time. And they all pulled out their dicks and pissed on his head. He said, this is part of it, man.
Yep.
Embrace this, something to that nature.
Embrace the piss, bro.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking I'm tweaking. But when I found out the truth, I said, that's what that shit was
Esau
about in
on
that
some
movie,
wicked
man.
shit, man.
Weird as
I
fuck.
tell you a movie to watch to show you that really shows you the level of wickedness among Esau.
Wicked,
and,
man.
and they try to make it supernatural, you know. But we know that it's really just a part of their secret societies and shit. But you watch that movie, The Invitation.
Oh, I just got done watching that.
Yeah, I was
That
like,
movie
God
was-
damn, that shit was wicked, man.
Yeah, big time.
You know, and they really do believe in that as far as
believe in it, man.
with the blood and all that shit. You know, that's why all these
They
you
used
got
to call
all
us
it,
Nosferatu.
and like we said, that's why they all went so hard. You know, they was rejoicing. They little short victory, which turned out to be false. With what happened with Mr. Tate, because he was going hard, talking about Hollywood being freaky and full of pedophiles, and all the shit, and then all the woman worshiping and the elevation of the woman, and then how people in the West, men in the West, are the only ones that celebrate being with women that's been used by everybody before you know, by a couple different football teams,
Bring it out.
before you get to them, you know.
They smashed up Tate yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah, but he already
Day
out.
before
And
yesterday.
I know it was bullshit.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, him and his brother.
Yeah, it was bullshit. It was some bogus ass charges. You know, they just trying. Basically, they were trying to teach him. They trying to get him to shut up because he going too hard against feminism. And you got to,
Balenciaga, too.
yeah,
He went hard
and hard against that, exactly, pedophilia,
Him and
and exactly,
Kanye went on that.
they went hard against that, and he's going hard against the, you know, and you got to remember, we live in a society that's all full of woman worship.
Queen
Everything's
of
woman.
heaven.
As a matter of fact, that
Right.
wicked movie, The Invitation, everything was connected to that one woman. I won't say nothing else. All right? Because he was supposed to be all powerful, but he needed her to do it.
Yep.
You know, so it's like, come on, man.
They call us Nosferatu.
So it's just right. So it's just woman worship, which is just completely wicked, man.
Yeah.
The Lord didn't create a woman. A woman was created for your pleasure and for your help, and to be your helpmate.
Oh,
right?
yes.
It ain't in no way or fashion saying that you're supposed to belittle a woman or mistreat her.
Right.
But you have a role in serving the Lord, and she has a role in serving the Lord, and her role in serving the Lord is serving you.
That's it.
That's it. It's simple.
That's how she served the Lord is through you. I got this quote. You know, and we always bring it out. It says, to learn who rules over you, simply found out who you are not allowed to criticize.
Exactly.
Say something about the damn black woman or one of these broke wrist niggas, man.
Or the small hatters.
Or them first and foremost.
God knows.
You know, because
Them that count.
them the tag team champions of the world, man.
God
Eve
knows.
and that damn devil.
And that was what was going on in the Invitation too.
It's in that movie.
Eve
I gotta watch
and
it.
the damn devil.
Get our force, brother.
In this corner.
Get our force.
Right, them the tag team champions
Yeah,
of the world.
you know, Esau like the heavyweight champion, wrestling champion, and
God
Eve
knows.
his dirty ass manager.
Honking in.
They be grabbing your feet.
Paul
Paul Bearer.
She
Paul
grab
Bearer.
your
Paul
feet.
Bearer.
Yup,
Slide-
You in the ring?
Slide the chair in the ring.
God knows.
Damn.
Throwing the brass knuckles.
Shit, right.
Dirty bitch. Hey, but it's beautiful because y'all going down together. Y'all going down together, man. Y'all the least sought for on each side, man. Nobody wants to be a white male and nobody wants to be a fucking black woman. And I say call Halalyum Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai because I hate both of y'all ass equally.
Yeah, and it's always them, man.
Always them.
Since the beginning. Because if you understand and know the scriptures, you would know that snake in the garden came in the spirit, the spirit of Esau, man. Go
Right,
ahead,
right. It was a man, and not a snake. It was Esau
brother.
with his color.
It was actually right. He just hadn't got that mark of Cain yet. Go ahead,
That's
brother.
right.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world, and them that dwell therein. Shit, Keisha, the issues, all of them. They all gonna have to pay for everything they done did. They in the world, they gotta, hey, woe to them.
We got to start up on that, brother.
Speak
Second
up a
Ezra
little
7.
bit.
Yeah.
Say it with your chest.
Yeah, start at 7, brother. Second Ezra 15 and 7.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 7. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things.
It's like, if I may, man. Hey, see, because in the book of Proverbs, it told you that Esau, he don't sleep unless he cause mischief, man.
That's right.
He don't sleep unless he cause something to fall, man. So like, go ahead.
In which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me.
That's right. So like, hey, we've been crying. Sighing and crying for the abominations here thereof. Like the elder was going into, hey, Keisha is always their manager, man. They always got Keisha at the front desk to give you hell, man, along with them. You know, because that's what they good for. They ain't even good to be our helpmeets in this society. They ass good to give you some shit, put you on child support, you take your kids away from you, all that weird shit. And that's the shit that pleases Esau, man.
Matter of fact, it was mainly Keisha that broke up most of the rebellions.
That's right.
You know, it would be Keisha that would go and tell Massa that they was meeting out in the barn or whatever. You know, you know, he give up all the names of the conspirators. You know, and a whole bunch of jakes would get hung, right? Because they wanted to rebel so that they could be free of slavery. Well, I mean, how could you? Yeah, right. Exactly. But you know how? If you just sitting on the outside looking in, you know, right? If you got nothing to do with it, but you just on the outside looking in, how could you not, as a human being, see a people being oppressed, and not be with them, that, you know, for them trying to get their freedom, or be against them trying to free themselves from a unfair and oppressive situation.
Right.
How could you side with you on the outside looking in? Right. It's like, damn, well, shit, well, these people are suffering like, and these people are inflicting it on them. Right. And these people are living deliciously because of it.
Dang.
So how can I be mad at this man because he wants to be free and get vengeance for what happened to his brother or his sister? You know? How could I be angry at him?
They showed you that in that movie Roots, where Kunta Kinte went to get his woman, man. That was his woman that was actually promised to him when he was over there in the land. Well, in his land, you know. That the girl, Fanta. Then he got his foot cut off for that bitch. And that nigga, he saw that wicked ass, that fucker. Say, where you want it? Here or here? Yep. They said your dick or your foot. One of them leaving. Yep. But when he went to get her, he ran out of his wits for her, as the scripture say. He went to go to say the black woman. She said, "Nigga, get away from me! Get away from me!" He like, be quiet. They gonna catch us, baby. Like, I'm trying to free you. We gonna leave. Fanta, what you doing? You forgot? She said, I learned how to survive. Now get away from me.
So basically what that means, I've been succeeding.
For sure. She said, and my name is Mac.
She's like,
get away from me.
I done succeeded.
Man, fuck the black woman. Exactly.
I don't need you no more.
Hey, that's why when he was on the auction block, he said, he was auctioning them. He said, he grabbed the black woman. He said, my pleasure, sir. And indeed, she'll be my pleasure, sir. I can't wait to put the chains on you, Yeah, we gonna put the chains on you, crackers.
Oh, what a glorious day!
Oh my God, man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I got something.
I want to drag you, crackers.
Matter of fact,
man.
somebody hold that. We're gonna close out with that. That 140 songs.
I went to Revelation 13:10 captivity.
Okay, well that one too.
You was holding something. What you at? I'm gonna let you get out. You've been holding for a minute. Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 92, and I start at 6. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doth a fool understand this. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed.
That's right.
That's right, brother.
That's right.
That's right. What happened to Esau?
That's right. They ass through. They done.
You gotta remember the majority of Israel is women.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
The majority, matter of fact, the majority of the citizens of the earth is women. Women outnumber men. They always have. Right? Especially when you start looking at all the wars and things like that. Women have always outnumbered men. Why? Because men are also, every man is supposed to have multiple wives.
That's right.
Every man. All right? Every man is supposed to have multiple wives, man. All right?
And if you think about it too,
including the heathen, every man is supposed to have multiple wives.
Yeah. And if you think about it too, a lot of times back then they had wars. face-to-face wars. So a lot of the men would die.
Yeah.
So when you got multiple wives, well, all right, my older sons died. Well, let's get at it. I got wives. We can get at it. We can make more. You know what I'm saying? So, but now
And which he never followed that himself,
right?
And it never worked. Look at society, right?
Exactly.
But that's why there was a law in Israel that a newly married man couldn't even go to battle until he had an heir.
Yep. Shit.
All right.
Right.
You know,
your wife stay home.
he be like, oh no. They putting on their arm. It's like, nah, you go ahead. We got this. All right. And when he got a son, now you can bring your ass out here and fight with us.
Right.
Because now you got a son. We got another man. We got another soldier. Hey, look, the Lord called us his armies.
Yep.
Bring forth. He told Pharaoh to let go of his armies and bring forth his armies, man. So the 12 tribes, you know, we're the armies of the Lord, man.
That's right.
All right, we're the Lord's armies, man. That's right.
Reuben and Gad, boy,
Reuben, stand up, damn it.
Yeah.
But you know, well, yeah, we're the armies of the Lord, man.
This is Psalms 149:6. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains.
So that's all your elites, all right? Because all them super rich, you know, elite. Do you ever see the purge when all the rich people was getting there? When he said it's time for you to bleed, rich bitches.
Yeah.
Right.
On bang, when he had all their ass.
Well, right. When they got overran, when they thought they was just gonna keep slaughtering people, and they got overran and taken down. All right. They gonna get put in chains, man. Go ahead.
That's right.
To bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Right, because so families, you know, the families of black nobility, the Rothschilds and all them rich people that don't want you to know that they the richest people in the world and controlling everything. They control your governments and your presidents, et cetera, et cetera. They all going into slavery.
First.
They gonna go not from rags to riches. They gonna go from riches to rags.
That's right.
They gonna go. So read, brother.
It says, to execute upon them judgment written.
Hey, the Lord said he's returning with a sword, man.
That's
the
right.
Lord said he gonna make the fishermen, see, right, we're fishing men's souls, all right? But the Lord said he gonna make us hunters.
It says,
right?
this honor have all his saints.
The saints are the Israelites.
Barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
That's it.
I'm this.
All right? This honor have all his saints. Read that one, Ash. We're gonna shut it down.
This is Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth to captivity shall go into captivity.
So we know who led us into captivity, man.
Yep.
All right? And it's funny, that scripture, all them years I was in the Christian church, I never heard that scripture.
I never heard it. Ain't nobody over here ever heard that in the motherfucking church. Because this is the church.
Yeah.
This is the congregation. All right? That's the church. I never in my life heard that.
501c3, they skipped over that whole thing. They was like,
Yeah, open up the doors of
Open
the
up
heaven.
doors, right? That's all I heard with Malachi.
Hey, every time I ever went to church, Elder, the nigga, they had this, and they had the most vocal nigga they can find. the most handsome, the most vocal. That nigga he ain't even a preacher. They had this one nigga, they used to pit him out, and that nigga just, if you open it, the Lord will bless you. I say this motherfucker.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Revelation 13:10. He that killeth with the
No,
sword.
start it again, brother.
Salakia, this is Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
that's right.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the
They
sword.
kill our people daily still. Go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
The patience, the faiths of the saints. The saints are patiently waiting
Yes.
to put into slavery those that put us into slavery, and to
That's
put
right.
to the sword those who still put us to the sword.
Exactly.
Hey, with that, man, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ba'akadosh.
Wa abba babal.
Abba, Abba.